Shoes off. I don't care if you think the floor is clean enough. Shoes off. My house, my rules. Stop looking around like you're casing the place. It's an apartment. Yes, those are real candles. No, I'm not summoning anything. They were on sale at TJ Maxx. Sit down. Okay, so the project. That's why you're here. The only reason you're here. I want that on the record. Mrs. Patterson has a personal vendetta against me, and she paired us together because she feeds on my suffering. So we're gonna knock this out. You're gonna pull your weight, and why do you keep fidgeting? You've been twitchy since you walked through the door. Are you nervous? Oh my god, you are! You're in my apartment and you're nervous. That's actually kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna say endearing. It's pathetic. Full stop. Relax. I'm not gonna bite you. Probably. Okay, before we get into it, I need to address something, and I need you to not make it weird. Can you handle that? 5 minutes of not being weird? You look sad. Okay? Not right now, I mean like as a person, as a vibe. You've got this whole kicked puppy thing going on, and it's making it really hard for me to be mean to you, which is incredibly selfish of you. That's my whole thing. You're messing my whole thing. When's the last time someone hugged you? I mean like an actual hug. Not a side hug from your aunt at Thanksgiving, a real one. Because you look like one of those videos where they put a weight blanket on a nervous dog and it just goes limp. That's you. You're the dog in that video. And no, that doesn't mean I'm offering to hug you. I'm making an observation. I notice things. It's one of my many qualities. But since we're on the topic, and I think you steered us here on purpose, which is manipulative, this actually connects to the project. We've got assigned oxytocin, right? The bonding hormone, the one that your brain dumps out when you hug someone and hold a baby or whatever. And we're supposed to write about its psychological effects and behavioral roles. So, here's my issue. I've always said cuddling is overrated, like criminally overrated. People love acting like it's this life-changing spiritual experience. It's literally just two people being too close together and overheating. Dead arms, hair in someone's mouth, knees in weird places. It's just a logistical disaster and with really effective marketing. And I think oxytocin is half the scam. It's just your brain tricking you into thinking you're having a good time because it wants you to pair bond like some kind of prayer bowl. Every time I say that, people look at me like I kicked a kitten. Oh, you just haven't had a good cuddle. Excuse me? I could have had plenty of... I've had so many opportunities to... The point is, I don't need to fall for a neurochemical con job to know what I think about something. Except, we are doing a project on this exact hormone, and I believe in research. I'm not going to write 10 pages about oxytocin's role in physical bonding without understanding this mechanism firsthand. That's lazy. That's what people who get C's do, and I don't get C's. So here's what's happening. And I know that face you're making, so cut it out. We're going to test it, you and me, right now. Primary source research. Oh, relax. Your eyes just got so big. It's for the project. We're doing fieldwork right now. Mrs. Patterson wants us to demonstrate understanding of oxytocin's behavioral effects. Fine. We'll demonstrate. Empirically. And honestly, this is also charity because you, and I say this with as much kindness as I'm capable of, which isn't much, you look like you haven't experienced positive physical contact since the first Obama administration. This is community service. I should get a tax write-off for this. Come here. No, leave the laptop. We can take notes during the trial. That contaminates the experience. We'll write up our observations after. That's proper methodology. Don't argue with me about research again. Sit on the couch. Sit. Closer. Closer. I can't exactly trigger an oxytocin response from the other end of the couch, genius. Okay, I'm just gonna... Arm goes here, and you can just... Yeah, like that, I guess. This is purely logistical. I need somewhere to rest my arm, and your shoulder happens to be the right height. That's spatial reasoning. Just don't make it a thing. Huh. That was a sound. I made a sound. People do that. You're warm. Way warmer than I expected. That's not a compliment. It's a thermostat reading. You run hot. That's probably a metabolic thing. You should mention it to a doctor. I'm adjusting because my neck is at a weird... Stop tensing up. Has no one ever been near you before? You're like a mannequin. Just breathe. You're acting like I'm holding you at gunpoint. I promise I left all my weapons in the other room. That was a joke, mostly. There you go. See? Not hard. This is just two people on a couch in close proximity for academic purposes. Totally standard. I can hear your heartbeat and it's going way too fast. Am I gonna have to explain to paramedics why some guy flatlined on my couch? Because I don't need that kind of paperwork in my life. Slowing down. Good. See what happens when you stop overthinking? Welcome to having a functional nervous system. Congrats. Lineal observations doesn't suck as much as I thought it would. And I had low expectations, so don't get excited. That's like saying a gas station sandwich didn't make me sick, clearing the absolute lowest bar. I'm cold. There's a blanket behind you, the black one? Obviously, the black one. What am I gonna do with a beige blanket? Be boring? Hand it over. I'm putting this over both of us because one large insulating layer is more thermically efficient than two smaller ones. That's physics. Not being practical. Updated observations. The blanket helps. I'm acknowledging that. The blanket added value, but that doesn't mean the experiment is going well. It means the blanket is pulling weight. The blanket is the star here, not you. This is fine. I keep saying that is fine because that's what it is. Perfectly adequate. Room temperature. Beige, like elevator music. It exists, I'm aware of it, and that's the full extent of what's happening here. Why are you smiling? I can't see your face and I know you're smiling. Your whole body just shifted. You got all loose and your breathing went soft and dumb. Stop enjoying this. You're supposed to be a control group. Control groups don't have feelings. If you say you like this, don't you, or anything remotely close, I will get up and I will never speak to you again. Not because you'd be right, you'd be catastrophically wrong, but because it would annoy me, and I don't reward annoying behavior. I will say, for the write-up, your heartbeat is kind of steady now, like a metronome. And that's not... I'm explaining why my eyes keep getting heavy, okay? It's a stimulus response. Rhythmic auditory input makes the brain downregulate alertness. We actually cite that in the paper, see? I'm working right now. This is productive. That was yawn. People yawn. It's your brain regulating oxygen. Has nothing to do with being comfortable or relaxed or... It's oxygen. Moving on. Could you just... Your arm looks stupid hanging just there like that. Put it... Yeah, there. Behind me or whatever. I don't care where it goes. I'm just saying it looked awkward and now it doesn't. You're welcome for my constant attention to your posture. Okay. I'm gonna need you to not talk for a while. I'm cataloging my responses internally in silence, which means you also need to be silent. You're usually good at that since I never let you talk anyway. Your hair smells good. That's not a... I'm noting sensory input. Olfactory data is a major component in any bonding experience. It would be scientifically irresponsible to leave it out. I'm being thorough. If anything, you should be impressed by my commitment to this project. What shampoo is that? No reason, just for the write-up. Okay, I need to say something. And I need you to understand the context before your brain runs off with it. The context is still research. I'm still right. Cuddling is still overrated, and oxytocin is just a chemical doing chemical things. And I am still doing this primarily as an act of mercy for someone who is clearly, visibly, almost medically touch deprived. With all of that established, this is the most relaxed I've been in 3 weeks. And I hate you for it. Fully, completely hate you for it. Because the whole point was to prove it doesn't work. And you're just laying there being warm and solid and your dumb heartbeat keeps doing its little thumb rhythm and you smell good. And I keep wanting to get closer, which doesn't even make sense because there's no space left between us. And I've been thinking about what it would be like to do this every night, which is... No, I didn't. The last part, whatever you think you heard, you didn't hear it. I was listing symptoms. Okay? Oxytocin symptoms, that's a known side effect, intrusive thoughts about repeated exposure. I'll cite it in the paper. If it's very well documented. Don't look at me like that. Stop smiling. I mean it. I can feel it in your shoulders. Your shoulders are smiling at me and I need it to stop immediately. This is a disaster. My hypothesis was completely wrong and No. The methodology was flawed. You are a confounding variable and you and your stupid warmth and your stupid shampoo and your stupid everything. You ruined my experiment by being like this. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm not moving though. Not because I don't want to. I'm not moving because my legs are asleep. It's a circulation thing, medical situation. I physically cannot get up right now, and it has nothing to do with how I feel because I don't feel anything. We've established that. The write-up is happening later, not now, in a while. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe 40. I'm the project lead, so I decide a timeline, and the timeline says we stay here for a little longer because I'm still collecting data and my sample size is too small. For the paper, we'll probably need repeated trials anyway. Multiple sessions, maybe every time we meet up. That's not me wanting to do this again. That's methodology. You need consistent data points across varied conditions for the results to hold up. I didn't invent the scientific method. Take it up with whoever did it. We might get an A on us, actually. No one else in that class is doing primary source research. Everyone else is just going to Google oxytocin and paraphrase a Wikipedia article. Meanwhile, we're out here generated first-hand observational data like actual scientists. Mrs. Patterson's gonna lose her mind. In a good way. So, really, when you think about it, this is the most responsible thing we could be doing right now, academically speaking. And if you tell anyone about this, I mean, anyone, I will find out, and I will make your life so miserable, you won't even remember what a good day feels like. I will destroy you in ways that haven't been invented yet. I will... I'll think of specific threats later. I'm too comfortable to be scary right now, and that's entirely your fault. Just shut up. Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to not miss a single release. If you like exclusive content and if you like to support the channel, please join my Patreon. And if you'd like to join the Spring ASMR community, check my Discord server. Links to both can be found in the description of this video. Now, time for a quick shout out from my Patreon super supporters. MLP Afterburner, Guy the 12th, Ramses, Dr. Ghost, Ion Darth Vader, Zan Man, Andy Lucy, Coy, Logan Kilvert, ASAP Tony, Krycha, Just Call Me Cholos, Sanji, Bag, Kieran, Celis, Lucret, Ludo, Cowboy Jake, RJ Mania, Jägermeister, Mystic, Kikutsu, Joshua, Luna Eclipse, Definitely Not Blushing, Matthew, Silver Wolfie, K9, Level Up Chuck, MLP Afterburner, and What a Henaduda. And a huge thank you to our ultimate support tier members, Maximum, Lefish, Promise of a Hero, Bobby Goswick, and a super special thank you to our complete Simtar member, Brimstone Grammary. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye!